Hello there, Mundir Ashma from internetbusiness.io here. Welcome to my review of Everwebinar. Everwebinar is actually an AUTOWEBINAR system, and in this review I will be sharing with you some background information about webinars in general, and also I will be giving you a full demo, but actually it's more than a full demo, it's actually a complete case study where I will be setting an actual webinar in Everwebinar for my own purpose, for my own use case, and I will be walking you through every step of the path so that you have a full idea on how to set a webinar. And also I have set up some very interesting bonuses which will be complementing this solution. The solution is actually perfect in itself, but there are some things which, if you add to that solution, we will be able to maximize the benefit of that. In general, it's known under marketer that there is no better way to sell online than with actually the power of webinars. Why is that? Because actually you can engage with your customers one-to-one. Also, you can get them excited about your product or service, and also because it makes them an interesting offer. Usually in these webinars, marketers in these webinars, they are giving special offers for the people who watch the webinar and stay till the end. And this is of course an opportunity to maximize your sales and your margins. However, the challenge with webinars is that it is actually not scalable. In the sense that you cannot have the webinar running all the day. You cannot meet all the time of the proper time of your customers, either due to their availability or also due to the geographical location, because of the time difference between different continents and different countries. And therefore the solution is actually to make a great webinar. You record it once and then you can set it up on autopilot that people can watch it on demand whenever the time fits them, still giving them the feeling that they are actually watching a live webinar. And another important point is actually that the setup of such a kind of webinar has to be easy. And in my opinion, from my experience and according to what I am going to show you, Everwebinar is actually meeting most of these criteria. There are also other criteria which are important in such an AutoWebinar solution, and that I will be also sharing with you. So if this is something which is interesting to you, please stick with me, and I will be giving you this full overview and background information, and also I will be sharing with you my super bonuses which you will not find anywhere else. If you take the product from the link which I am putting in the description below this video, if you click on that link, you will come to my bonus page. It looks something like that, and if you click at any of these green buttons, it will take you here to the sales page of Everwebinar. And here of course you can go through the sales page. I will give you an overview about the sales page, and if you click at get started, you will have access to the webinar. There are also some trial options which I will be sharing with you during the review. And if you decide at the end to purchase from my link, you can send me an email with a snapshot of your purchase receipt, and I will be sending to you all the bonuses, the special bonuses which I am going to show you now. So on my bonus page here, if you scroll down, so first of all, let's see what is Everwebinar all about. So no more pixelated streaming or choppy frames rates. Whether you are broadcasting your pre-recorded webcam, a screen share, a PowerPoint presentation, or anything in between, Everwebinar will do it in a superb high definition. So these are the key features of Everwebinar which I will be sharing with you now on the sales page. Live chat simulator, just-in-time webinars, flexible scheduling, clickable offers, page builder, email and SMS system, dynamic attendee display, polls and surveys, urgency and scarcity, hybrid webinars, seamless integration, detailed analytics. So, and here also the prices, but I will come to that a little bit later, so to show you also the trial options. Now on the bonus section here, I have provided to you 10 special bonuses. The first bonus here is actually a bonus course about 10 ways how to drive traffic, free traffic sources. Actually, when you have set up your webinar, the most important thing is to make the people aware about that webinar. Therefore, you have somehow to drive traffic to your webinar page. And in this course here, I will be sharing with you 10 different free traffic sources, how you can drive effectively traffic to your webinar page. The second bonus here is another course about profits explosion with paid ads. So the first course here will show you how to drive free traffic, but of course free traffic or organic traffic requires a little bit more time. If you want to accelerate the whole process of driving traffic to your webinar page, you have to go to paid ads, and this is here a course which is showing you the most effective way of setting up paid ads to drive traffic to your webinars. The third bonus here, which I am sharing here, you will be learning the secrets of email marketing. One of the most important benefits of webinars is that actually you can collect the email addresses of the people who visit the webinar, because for the people, in order to join the webinar, they need to register. So they will be putting their name and their email address. And if you set it up properly, you will be able to collect these email addresses. And of course, you can then nurture this list and work with it. And this course here, it will be showing you the best secrets of email marketing, how to entertain your mailing list, and how to increase the conversions. And the fourth bonus here, you will be getting from me 2,500 email swipes from one of the top marketers. His name is JONO ARMSTRONG. He is my mentor of Ministry of Freedom, and that high-tech program is actually the case study which I will be demonstrating in this tutorial here. And he has actually made hundreds of thousands of dollars with these email swipes. Of course, I don't recommend that you copy and paste them as it's mentioned here, but it's actually more that you get ideas if you don't know how to send emails or what to write to your email list. So you can have for different occasions here examples, and in these examples, of course, you can pick and choose or combine or just get ideas what to write to your customers. The fifth bonus here, so the first four bonuses were about traffic and how to entertain your mailing list. The fifth bonus till the 10th bonus is actually more focused on educating you actually about webinars and giving you the tools, because it's not very easy technically to set up a webinar. Is actually rather systematic and easy, and I will be demonstrating that in this tutorial. However, to have actually the proper message, the proper story in the webinar itself, how to set up the webinar, how to record the video, what to say and how to say it. So this is not so easy, and therefore I am going to share with you some resources which will ease this step also for you, so that you have 100% complete solution doing your marketing using webinars. So the fifth bonus here, it's actually a $4 million webinar blueprint. So these are webinars who has actually made over $4 million. And this is the blueprint, how that was done with webinars. The sixth bonus here, I will be providing you for 40 ways to fill a webinar. How to convince people, actually how to communicate with people to convince them to attend your webinar, which is also something very important. And that is actually the key message which you need to put once you want to drive traffic to your webinar page. The seventh bonus here, you will get also, it's a hack, so it's a report including some hacks with 12 webinar secrets which can maximize the benefits of your webinar or the value of your webinar. The eighth bonus here, 17 ways to increase webinar conversions. Now, it's one thing to have a perfect webinar, to have a perfect traffic strategy, to get the people actually to attend and enjoy your webinar. It's a different story altogether, how to communicate with them in a way that at the end of the webinar, they convert. They actually do purchase what you are offering them. And here are a report with 17 ways how to increase the webinar conversions. The ninth bonus here is actually a cheat sheet In this one here, you will get a sample webinar marketing plan, which you can use to set up your webinar. And the 10th bonus, it's another worksheet where here webinar startup blueprint, fill in the blank template, so that it guides you actually through the whole process of setting up the content of your webinar, not the technical part of setting up the webinar in Everwebinar, which I will be showing you now. So I hope this is something interesting for you, and if this is the case, please click in the link in the description below this video, which will take you to my bonus page. And if you click at any of these green buttons, you will go to the sales page, and here you can get started either by purchasing the Everwebinar directly or by enjoying the free trial, which I will be showing to you. So this is actually a 14 days free trial, and after that you can choose the plan, which I will come to show to you a little bit later. The next step which I want to show you in this review is actually here the sales page. So let's have a look here. So it starts here, you can earn more without making more. So actually this is the whole idea behind automated webinars, that you do the job once and then you can earn passive income with time without actually doing much. So you can create pre-recorded webinars that look and feel live. So here is actually a short video which they will be telling you about Everwebinar, and then here it shows you that you can have this Everwebinar running on any device, so it doesn't matter. Also here it is with high definition. So you have flexible scheduling, so you can set any time. I will be showing you that in the demo. You will have also here recurring sessions or specific dates. You will have here on-demand webinars, which is actually the whole idea of automated webinars. But instead of just having a schedule a certain time, people will just, when they reach your webinar page, registration page, they can actually have the possibility to watch immediately or in a few minutes. I will show you that in my case study, that they don't need, for example, to wait 4 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours until the next webinar come, but they can watch the webinar on demand. The next feature here, everything is happening in the browser, so there is no software to install or anything. So here you can go from live to evergreen in one single click. So there is a sister software from Everwebinar, which is Webinarjam. Webinarjam is actually more a live webinar solution, and there is an option here that you can do a live webinar and then import that live webinar with one click into Everwebinar. In my case here, I am having here. So if I go here to the membership area, you see I did not purchase here the Webinarjam, so it is not enabled. But I purchased Everwebinar, so here I have a green lock here, so I have access to it. But there's this possibility is also available if you are interested in it. So the next feature which will be provided here is at the live chat. There's a live chat option, but also there is actually preset chat, so that if you have recorded from a live session the chat, you can upload it and it will be shown to the customer actually as if this webinar is live. I don't do that, but the possibility technically is there as a feature. So this is here what they call it, a live chat simulator. So the next feature here, polls and surveys. So you can build a quiz for your audience, and so that they can get to know you, can get to know them. I didn't use in my webinar setup this option here, but it is possible. I will show you where you can do that. You can have polls and surveys or real-time results. So there is easy split testing for the registration page. I will be showing you that. So there are also active offers. You can set up different offers in the webinar, and based on the rules which you like, you can convert. Actually, you can, at the end of the webinar, you can send the people to a specific offer. In my case study, I will be having only one offer, but there are possibility to have actually more. So you can hear with multiple payment gateways, with urgency and scarcity, with clickable offers. So here are some testimonials. There is a full email and SMS system. So either you can use the built-in email system to communicate with your customers, or you can integrate to a third-party, either a SMTP server or a third-party autoresponder, which I have done. So here, in order to organize the email automation, you can have customized messaging and you can have SMS text. So I am not using the SMS text, but the feature is there. So, and of course there is analytics. You will be seeing that once we start the demo. Dynamic attendance, making your webinar feel real. So I have talked about that. So more testimonials here. So you have different landing pages here. You can have very different samples. You can pick and choose from those, and you can have different integrations. So automated integrations here. I use GetResponse, and I will be showing you how to set this up in my demo. So there's also free training there, a lot of resources. You have unlimited support. There is here a big community in a Facebook group, so you can join it. And they have also like big customers who are using this software. So it is really highly recommended. So yeah, so this was now an overview about the sales page. Now let's get into the use cases and the technicality. And for that, I would like now to give you a short presentation of a couple of minutes to show you what actually you should be looking at when you want to decide on which AutoWebinar solution to aim for. So now I will go to the presentation. So now in this presentation, I will be actually telling you how to get the best of Everwebinar. So the agenda is actually split into 4 points. Why are webinars important? What are AutoWebinars? The pros and cons of AutoWebinars, and the key features in a good AutoWebinar solution. So why webinars are important? Because they help you to build a relationship. Webinars help build a stronger and more natural relationship with your audience. It's very good for the branding of your company or of yourself. You get people to know you personally, so you can build authority and credibility. It is a very good medium for interaction, great for education, training, and demonstration. In live webinars, people can also ask questions. It is actually very profitable. Statistics proven that they have a high conversion rate, and therefore webinars are best way today to promote high ticket offers, and they help you to build a connection by building an email list. As I mentioned, people need to put their email list in order to register for the webinar, and you can integrate this email list into an autoresponder, and after that you can entertain this list. So this is another way, of course, to increase your marketing reach. Now, what are AutoWebinars? Automatic webinars, also called evergreen webinars, are pre-recorded webinars which can be consumed on demand, still giving the look and feel of a live webinar. So the pros and cons of AutoWebinars. The benefits of AutoWebinars: they are flexible scheduling for different time zones and offer people options if they can't in a certain time slot. AutoWebinars can be edited and optimized. So of course, if you have a live webinar and something doesn't go according to your wishes, it is live, so you cannot change that. However, in AutoWebinars, in on-demand webinars, recorded webinars, you can optimize the content, and you can, for example, make a complete webinar, record it, and if you don't like something, either you repeat that part or you can edit it, and after that only you can put it into Everwebinar or into the AutoWebinar solution for a perfect actually performance. And it is also more resistant to technical challenges, for example, internet quality. So because of the fact that it's not live, it cannot, for example, happen that something bad goes into the live webinar and it ruins your webinar or your session. So here people, they can watch on demand. So if there's a technical problem, they can watch again later. They can have a replay. You can share with them a replay link, which is also possible in Everwebinar, and they can watch the webinar later on. It saves time with Evergreen Webinars. However, the disadvantage of AutoWebinars, it is less personal. So people, of course, unless you have a service team sitting the whole time every day to react to the chat, to answer questions. So usually what in my case, what I do actually, I don't have the live chat feature enabled, but I have an email feature where people can ask questions and I would respond to them once I am available through my email. So it is less personal than live webinars. Hence, there is no chance for people to ask questions, so less interactive. And of course, there's a risk of complacency that, for example, people would put a webinar and then just leave it and forget about it. And with time, the information into that webinar can get outdated. So this is, of course, not good for business. Therefore, you need to keep somehow an eye on your webinar. And with time, in case the content change or the circumstances change around your business, you need to keep updating the webinar. So in order to make the maximum benefit out of the webinar, it needs some maintenance and some care. So, and the key features in a good AutoWebinar solution, it has to be easy to use. So I will be showing you that with Everwebinar. Although it has a very big variety of features, you will see now, but it's still done in a very structured way and very easy way. If you just watch my demo, which I will be showing you, you will be easily having no issues to set up your own webinar. Video and audio quality is very important. It has to have flexible scheduling, which I have, as I mentioned, it is available in Everwebinar. You need to have landing pages for the webinar, also available. Live chat, you need to enable offers to close deals during the webinar. You need to have email autoresponder integration to build a list. You need to have some analytics to see the performance of your webinars. You need to have some training for the people which want to use the AutoWebinar. So this is very important to be included in any good AutoWebinar solution. And of course, the support is the most important thing. In case you have questions, you can revert back to the support, and you need to have efficient and fast reaction. I have tried their support a couple of times, and I am actually need to say that I am very satisfied with the response which I got. So now I will be showing you a case study how to set up an Everwebinar for a high-ticket program, which is called the Ministry of Freedom by a 7-digit internet marketer. He made last year over $1 million in revenue, and now I am actually a student in his program. And because I want to promote now that program, which I am making very good use out of it, I will be setting up using Everwebinar to set up the webinar by JONO ARMSTRONG so that I can promote that product very efficiently. So now, since this program is going to be all about a case study, the demo which I'm going to show you will be a case study about me setting up the Ministry of Freedom webinar. This is the program which I am participating in. I would like to share a little bit some background about this program, which will explain to you during the demo why I am doing and choosing the options which I am choosing. So mainly, Ministry of Freedom is actually an internet program by JONO ARMSTRONG. He is an internet marketer which has made last year over $1 million in revenue, only after 3 years from starting his affiliate marketing journey. So his model is actually very successful, and now I am part of that program, and the activity I am doing here with the reviews is also part of that program. So in a nutshell, this is an internet and affiliate marketing program. It will teach us how to set up a real sustainable business and branding ourselves. It helps us identify and review products like I am doing now with Everwebinar, which is actually affiliate marketing. It also teaches us how to drive traffic, both organic and paid. And I hope with the courses which I am going to share with you as if you purchase through my link, it also will help you to get a little bit idea about the type of information which we are learning. And also the program help us actually learn how to make our own products, so product generation. So these are the key skills which we are learning in this program. And the next thing here, actually why this program is actually very good, because as I mentioned, it's by a successful and experienced marketer. We are getting a complete mentorship by him. We have a very large and active dynamic community where it has different people from newbies until established long-term marketers. So we have every week 4 hours of 4 office hours with different marketers. JONO Armstrong is holding one session, and he has 3 other experienced marketers who are covering different aspects of the business. So this I don't think any other program is offering such type of support. And so no, also there's something which also very unique by JONO. He drives his traffic to our sales pages so that we can make money through his customers. So actually practically he is giving us money to help us actually make some income until we have built the foundation of our business and we can earn our money by ourselves. So let me just move this here a little bit. And he also opens normally closed doors for newbies to get affiliate marketing. One of the biggest challenges of affiliate marketing is that people don't get approved to market certain product. So JONO is actually helping us learn how to what exactly to do to get approved to promote such products. And the most important thing, it's work. We are seeing here colleagues who are really making the numbers, making actually themselves independent, and that is actually the ultimate objective of any internet marketer, to have the freedom, which I call it actually the financial freedom. So you are not dependent on a 8-to-5 job, the time freedom that you can work whenever you want, how many hours you want, and of course the geographical freedom, that you can work from any place as long as you have a laptop and an internet connection. So definitely not from the beginning. At the beginning we need to invest a lot of time and a lot of effort to learn and implement, but with time things should actually be getting more easier, and you will be having passive income. So now this is an overview about the case study, which I am going now to demonstrate to you how I am setting a webinar for this high-ticket program in Everwebinar. And hopefully you will have a very good picture why I am doing what actually I will be choosing. With the options I am choosing, you will have a little bit now better idea why I am doing what I am doing. So let's go for it now. Now let's start. So once you have registered through the link in the description below this video to Everwebinar, you will have 14 days trial completely for free. If you like it and you are happy with it, you will start paying the fees depending on what option you will choose. So now I will be walking with you and setting up the webinar for my paid ad campaign step by step, so you can follow up and see exactly how Everwebinar works. So the first step here, once you have registered to the webinar, you will be confronted with this page. There are 2 pieces of software: Webinarjam, that is the live webinar version of the software, and which is here blocked because I am not subscribed to that software, and Everwebinar for the automated webinar part, which we will be now addressing. So you click here on access. The first thing you will get here, you will find here an instruction, a welcome, which will show you really quickly where the things are. So let's do that. So let's start. First of all, here you will have on this list here your webinars, analytics about the webinars, the people who registered to your webinars, and also you will have here full training. Next, here you will have support if you have any questions. You find also here billing information, the invoices, what you have paid, everything. And also here you can ask for support, and their support is actually very fast. I opened today a ticket in less than an hour or so. I got immediately an answer. So far I am very satisfied. I'm very happy with their support. And of course here there's an option to join their Facebook group. So next, so here you will have all information about your account, about the profile. We will be coming to that, also to address the integrations part to an autoresponder. Next. So, and here you can add a new webinar, and let's start. So add webinar. Now, these are the milestones which we'll be going through now in order to complete the webinar setting. As you see, it is very clear, it is very systematic. You will go really step by step: configuration, schedules, here the webinar settings, then registration, notification, and integrations, and thank you, here the registration part, then the live part, or practically with the webinar, how it will be running. Then the replay option if you want to have that option, and then here you finish the setting up. So let's go next. You will go here step by step. I will be showing that in a minute. Okay, let's start. So that is here the first part, the configuration part. Now in the configuration part you have two options. To set up an external video, I have a recording of the webinar which I want to upload here. So I will be choosing this, but also you can import a webinar from Webinarjam, the other software which I showed you at the beginning. Directly you can import it with one link here into Everwebinar and make it an evergreen webinar. So I will choose here an external video. So here you need to enter the URL. So let me do that. Okay, so the duration of the video, you will set this up. So in my case it is 2 hours 20 seconds. Okay, so then you need to confirm every time you set up something, you need to confirm here. Okay, so now we move to the basic settings. So now this is a name which you can give to the webinar, whatever you want. So I will just call it okay, so I will be filling up now. So this is now the public title which people will be seeing when they visit your webinar. So here the webinar description. Language is English, so this is correct. We keep it private, so we don't want this to go public. So the presenters, I will be adding this now, so we can confirm, and we move forward here to add the presenters. So now here, I am set up here as a presenter. Of course, I can here add my name. I can add another presenter, which I will be doing. So I will pause now until I do that. Now I have set up 2 presenters. One is myself. I have set up also the picture. All you need to do is just fill your name here. So my name, I put it here. Your email address where you want to be contacted with from your customer, the people who visit the webinar. So I have added this address here, and my picture. And of course you will put here the presenter, which is JONO Armstrong. I keep also my email here, so that if people write to JONO, I will get it and I will answer. Because actually how I am setting up this is that me and JONO are partners in promoting. He is the producer, the vendor, and I am the affiliate. So we are partners in promoting this product. So I will present both of us here in the presenter, that people also get to see me, because after the webinar there will be an email sequence sent to them, and this email sequence should be coming from me. I cannot, of course, write on behalf of JONO. I cannot claim that I am JONO. So therefore, people need to know that I am also a partner. So I am here, the webinar host and the moderator, and JONO is the presenter. But all the communication should come to me because I am promoting the product. So it's very simple. You can add the picture here. If you add the picture, if you see here, you can just add any picture. Let's pick something here. I chose this one here, for example. And then you need just to scale the size of the picture here and move it to center it or whatever, you know, to crop the part which you want to be shown. So very simple. Then confirm. With that, we have finished here the configuration of the first part, and we move now to the next schedule. Okay, so now webinar schedules. So I will need to set that. So here we set it here every day. Select time. I should choose two times. So here you can scroll, make it 11 a.m. Confirm. Time zone here, the user's time zone, and I'm missing something here. Think so the add button was blocked. So in order to remove this block, I just changed here, for example, Pacific time, then I brought it back to the user's own time zone, then every day 11 a.m. the user's own time zone, and we add. So and then we add another time slot, which is 7 p.m. So every day select time p.m. 7, add the user's own time zone, add. So this is the two time zones people can watch the webinar. Then here enable instant watch replay, which we want to do. Allow late attendance. I mean, since it is on-demand webinar, doesn't make much sense. This is very important. Enable just-in-time option. That means once people register, they will be prompted immediately with that the next webinar will be coming after. And here you choose the duration after 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 45. So practically every 50 minutes, people will be having an option to visit the webinar. So we will enable this one. And hide nighttime schedules, yes, from 11 p.m. So this option here, hide nighttime schedules, it says nobody conducts a webinar at 2 a.m. So in order to keep things real, you might want to hide night schedules from the registration page. By doing so, if someone lands on your registration page in the middle of the night, the next available session displayed will be the next day over. So yes, so when the night is 11 p.m. till 7 a.m. and anyway, this is out of the two time slots which you have chosen. So now displayed schedules, you can have, you know, like how many options in the invitation you can have listed. So I would go just for one in order to not to give people too many options. For example, if you put 2 or 3, they might tend to say, okay, man, I will just wait till the next session, you know, and they forget all about the whole thing. But since we are giving them the option to watch the webinar in 15 minutes, so that would give some type of scarcity, and hence I would like to try that. So display only the next immediate available schedule. Block short-term registration. So do not block any day. We don't want to block any day, but we might want to block holidays. So December 24th, 25th, December 31st, January. So maybe this is something which we can leave it as is. I think with that the schedule is set perfectly. So then we confirm and we move to the next step, which is registration. Okay. Now here we'll be setting up now the registration page. So schedules, actually we are done with that. We go next. So here they are little work because we need to slightly design the registration appearance. So we start with this one. They have preset templates. So we just choose, I choose the one recommended one, which is here. So we just need to customize that. So let's have a look. Okay. So the title of the registration page here is correct. So this is how the registration page will look like. Here is the time schedules here. If you have picked 3, there will be appear 3, but in our case it will be only 1. And here the clock will be running here. It will be showing that the next webinar will be starting in 15 minutes and people can register. So I am the webinar host, and JONO Armstrong is also the host, so we can edit this. Okay. And just paste it. What's happening here? Yeah, here now. So I can delete that and I can paste my text. So in this webinar, JONO Armstrong, a super affiliate marketer who made last year over 1 million, will give you a deep insight in his simple rinse and repeat system. Okay. We can then, I think that's fine, done. So what else you want to change? Let me check. So first of all, let's save. Then there is one more option here, is let's go back to actions. Yeah, this one here. You can change you can have in the background an image, or you can have a color. If you want to have an image, you can upload the image. I want to leave it simple, but I want to brand the page with my own color. Actually, I don't want to change this. Cancel this one. What I want to change is this color here, because my website brand is like dark yellow. So I will just here add the code of my website color. Choose this for branding purposes. Okay. So it will look like this. So this is the color of my website, and the text on the button, it will be register. I can keep that and save. So now that's exactly what the webinar visitor will see on the registration page. Okay, so actions, save and exit. Okay, so this is already preset. Yeah, you can take a look how it looks like. So that's the way how it look like. So I don't even think that they give an option to change it, but what you can do, you can just change the color. So I'll pick this one. Of course, if you choose another one here, like this one, if you select this one, no, let's take this one. That's fine. Okay, so now we confirm. This is the registration form design. Done. Now the registration form fields. So which fields should appear on the registration form design? It is preset to get the first name and the email address. So and these are both mandatory, so that's perfectly fine. We move now free registration versus paid registration, that people should pay to watch the webinar. Of course, we don't want that, so it is free to register. If you choose this option, then you need to add here a way really here to add name and email so that people can log in. So we keep it as is. Confirm. And password protection, we don't need that. No password needed to attend the webinar. With that, we have set up now the registration part, and we can move forward to the notification part. Here now we need to integrate our email autoresponder. Let me check if this is the case. No, here what will happen here, this is the Everwebinar mail. So once the customers are registering for the webinar, they will be getting emails from Everwebinar with our email address, with our name, but it will be sent through Everwebinar, which has proven to be fine. Of course, you can set here an SMTP gateway, but you need first of all to do the integration, or you can set an autoresponder, but again you want to do the integration first, which we will be doing a bit later. So now we will keep it here, Everwebinar mail. That is perfectly fine. Confirm. Reminder notifications. So this is here the reminder emails which the customers will be getting immediately the moment they register. Then there is here pre-webinar reminders. So you can set up like 15 minutes, 1 hour. So 15 minutes is set up, and I will set up another one with 1 hour. And then here post webinar notifications. So this is here a little bit lengthy process, the way I do it, because I set up, as I mentioned, one more here 1 hour before, and I will set here like 6 emails which will be sent within like 4 hours. Let me see. So now, since this is here a little bit a lengthy process, I will be setting up everything. Then I will show you what I have done in order not to take too much of your time. So now I will just pause the recording. Okay, now I have finished filling in all the email templates. So as you see, these are in total 9. Now why these emails, why these timings, how to write that, the subject line, as I will show you inside what to write. This is something which I cannot elaborate here. This is part from what we are learning in Ministry of Freedom itself, and we are getting also the templates and what is the best practices. But what I want to show you here is just exactly how to set up an email. So for example here, if we click at this here, we can edit. What you will see here, send this email immediately, the first one. Email subject line, and here the email body. Here you see there are placeholders for title is like this is the placeholder for title, description, presenter, attendee first name, and so on, and they are filled in here accordingly. So the information will be updated from the information which you have into the webinar itself. Then this is preset. Then after 15 minutes, after 1 hour, the same. Now after post webinar notifications, this here you can have like after 3 hours send 2, and then you can here choose all registrants, send this email to those who attended or didn't attend, or who attended and ordered your product, purchased, those who attended and did not order your product, who attended but left before a certain time. So you can set here the time. I have set up this email here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. The email subject here, the body of the email, and so on. So these are here the whole setup. Once you have set up everything and it's done, there's possibility here to test. For example, here you can send yourself a test email and you can have a look how does that email look into your email box, and if you like it, fine. If not, you can come back and update. So yeah, that's it from this side. Here we confirm and we move forward to integrations. So here the integration, I have already done the integration with GetResponse. It's rather simple. So what you need to do is just, like you pick whatever here. Let's say if you want to have to integrate to Aweber, you just pick that up, and then you have to fill here to connect be a secure API connection. Everyone has its different. In my case with GetResponse, the thing I needed to do was just to add here the API key. Yeah, so here you can have also the SMS integration. If you want to use your own to send SMS to the customer as a reminder, or the SMTP integration if you want to send your own emails, but we are using here the email sender from Everwebinar. So this is the integration part, which is actually under my profile, but in this step here it will be shown to you. So you can close this now. And then the next thing which you will be asked to do, actually, unfortunately it does not appear here. Once I have set up this, let me see if I can, yeah, here, exactly. So now they are setting conditions, because in every autoresponder there are different lists, and they are setting conditions. You can choose if they register, you can put them into a certain mailing list, or you remove them for a mailing list. So I have set up this up here. If they register, they can go to this emailing list. I have made it very simple, actually. I have only 3 mailing lists. If they attended the webinar, then they have attended. I will add them here, or at least if they have seen the offer. If they did not attend the webinar, they will go into a mailing list for not attended, but just interested. And if they purchase, they go into a separate mailing list, which shows me that they have purchased the product. So this is also inaccurate type of tracking. So that's that. You confirm, and then here third-party tracking systems. Here, if you want to add pixels, which I have done already. So here I am using embedded third-party tracking token, and you can add your the pixels here in the registration form tracking, post-registration thank you page tracking, webinar live room tracking, replay page tracking. So I have added here my pixels. And then once that is done, we move forward to the thank you page. Here you have 2 options. Either you use the default confirmation page, or you use your own custom page. I am using my own. It's on my domain. So once this is done, you can confirm here. Then we move here to the next, which is here the live the settings of the live webinar. Once the webinar starts, here you can set up everything. So I will be going with you through these steps here now. Okay, so now here we have the countdown page design. We can keep this one and we confirm. Polls and quizzes, we just keep it disabled here. But of course, if you want to add here a new poll or something, you can do, but that would be a little bit too complex for my purpose, so I just leave it. Live chat box. So you can disable chat, you can enable live chat, which doesn't actually make much sense, as it is on-demand webinar. It's AUTOWEBINAR, so not necessarily it will be somebody sitting there. Or you can display a question box here. Yeah, that you can do. So, and you can put here the email where you want to receive these questions. Okay. So confirm. highlighted announcements. You can pop up a highlighted comments at any specific timestamp through the webinar video. For example, a glowing testimonial or an important announcement you don't want anyone to miss. So you can add this here at the push time. What is the name and what is the message here and the duration, how long it should be shown. So I will not do that now. So this now here very important is the product. Here your offer will pop up. So this is very important. We need to set this correctly. So let me here add new offer, and we start here. So I will set up this and I will show you then exactly what I have done. Okay, so I have set up now the product. So let's just move forward. Live product. So here it's Ministry of Freedom. Let's edit that one. Here you can upload the picture. Here is the name of the offer. This is internal for you. Then here the offer headline. This part here. Here you can upload the image. Here is the text about the button here, and here the text on the button. Here you add your link. In my case, it's the affiliate link which I am using for Everwebinar for Ministry of Freedom. And here you choose the time according to the webinar when this button should pop up. And here you show what is the time of the offer end, so that during the time between here and here, this button will be available that people can go and purchase. You can of course here apply urgency in your offer, that you make it for a limited time, and after that, if the people don't in the time between these two timestamps don't purchase, then they will lose the offer. They cannot click anymore. But I don't want to do that. So that's how you set up your offer. So what else we have here? So we have set up here product offers, confirm, redirect to external website. I have set it that people at the end of the webinar here, they go to my website. Sticky messages, these are things, messages which will pop up here in the chat area. So I have added some messages that people can contact me if they have any questions. Then here display number of attendees. Here you can decide whether you want to show how many people are in the webinar or not. So I am leaving this off. And you can have live sales notification. This is a simulation that somebody purchased from you, like a success story will be popping up. But also this here, I'm leaving it out. And if you want to hand over something here as a downloadable for the customer, you can add new files here. So that's here the settings. So we move forward here. This is the live part. This is here webinar replay recording. So it's disabled. So I will be sharing the replay link in the emails I will be sending to the customer, as I have showed you here in the integration, in the notification part. But what I have forgot to show you actually here, if we go back to I think schedules, yes, let's go back. And I think one more. So here, if you leave this here enabled, enable instant watch replay, then you have to enable the replay there. I think as I was showing you this module here, I kept this enabled, so I have to disable it here. I just wanted to highlight that. So here, confirm, next, 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 and next. So the replay, we keep it disabled, next, and with that, congratulations, we are done. So we can go now to the dashboard. Now in the dashboard here, I will show you now they are set in. This is also here how to test the webinar, the live webinar here. Okay, next. Here you can have the webinar advanced settings. I will show you that in a minute. And let's start. So now this is here your preset webinar. If you want to edit it again, to go exactly where we were now, so you do that, okay? Or if you don't want to change anything, so you go back to my webinars here. So you can clone this webinar and have another webinar. Instead of adding a webinar, you can clone it. So in case you want to link it to something else, you can delete the webinar. Here are the advanced settings. Here you can set up geo tracking, okay? One-click registration. This is an option here. This link, people can register with one click, and here API custom integrations. So webinar hash, I don't know. So these are things which I'm not using. So we close that. But what is important here is actually here the links. So here the attendees link to the registration page. So this is the link, which in my case I will be embedding into my website for the registration page. And this is here the code. If you want to embed a registration bar or a registration button here, this will be added also to your this code will be added to your website. And here direct link to Liveroom. You can send the people directly to your Liveroom. So presenters. So this is the link of your as a moderator. If people click, they come directly to me, or here the control panel of the presenter. I need maybe to update this. So here the replay link. You can select which session, then you get the link for the replay. And here you can have survey result, but this is disabled here. So here you can have the analytics. You can see here how many people attended the webinar. If you can choose the webinar, select all sessions, for example, and all time. Here you'll get, of course, we don't have anything yet, but here you'll get some statistic here. Here you will get a list of the registrants. Same, choose the sessions, for example, all sessions, all time. You get a list of all the people who attended the webinar, and here you will have the training. Okay, so this is very detailed training here. If you need any help, you can go to the technical support. So yeah, it took a little bit time, but that is actually here the full walkthrough through configuring Everwebinar. I will be showing you then after that the webinar, how does it look like if we start watching the webinar, the registration page and everything. So once I have set up that, I will come back to you. Okay, now since we have set up everything, okay, let's now see from customer perspective, what did we set up? Okay, so I will try to walk the path of the setup which we have done together now from a customer point of view. So I will go now to my sales page. Okay, so now this is my sales page where I have embedded now the buttons from Everwebinar here. So now if I click now on the register now, okay, so I can choose now the time zone, or I can leave it, whatever. So just I put my name. So this will take me now to the thank you page, which I have set up in Everwebinar, as I have showed you. So now all what I need to know now just to click join the call. Okay, so now I will be prompt now with the video which I have set up in Everwebinar. And in case you don't see it, so if I can move this a little bit, so you see here now this is the place here where you can, where the people who are watching the webinar can put their questions, and I will be receiving these per email. And here I cannot demonstrate this because I need to actually to run the webinar for 1.5 hours. Here in this place here, the customer will be seeing actually the logo which I have set up, and the purchase button key here. If they click on it, they will go from there to the sales page of Ministry of Freedom, where they can, if they like, in the sales page they can read and learn more information about Ministry of Freedom. And if they want to purchase, they click on the purchase button, which will take them then to the purchase options. There are two options, either one-time payment or two-time payments. So if they click there, they can purchase the product. So that's actually the funnel, the way that the setup actually of the whole procedure for that webinar, which I have set up in Everwebinar now together with you. So let's have a look here again. If I click here, so
Australia, we got Dan from.
So this is JONO Armstrong, and now the webinar will start. Actually,
welcome to this workshop.
So you can here close and
on
open.
On this workshop, I've got some really cool stuff to share with you guys. So
now I will close because there's no way this actually should be mimicking that it's actually a live webinar. So I have no possibility to pause this webinar. So therefore I will close the window now. And here you see the time running. This is what you are going to set up in Everwebinar, as I showed you. Yeah, so this is hopefully was beneficial. And as mentioned, if you are interested, you just go to my bonus page. And if you click on any of these green buttons, it will take you to the sales page. Now let's have a look at the pricing. Okay, so these are the prices. Everwebinar offers 3 different options. Either you purchase the solution for 2 years in one shot, it will be for $800, $799 for 2 years. Or if you want it per year, you will have it for $499 per year. Or if you want to pay it actually not in one installment, but in 3 different installments, it will be 3 times $199 per year. But these are not charged quarterly. So this is very important because some people were confused by this from our community who registered themselves for Everwebinar. So this is not paid like quarterly or something like that. This is paid into 3 successive months. So if you pay this month to $199, next month you will be paying $199, and the month after you will be paying $199. Therefore, and then of course, as I mentioned, in the description of this video, I am going to leave a link which will take you actually to a possibility that an option. Let me show you this to you here. If you click here on sign up now, okay, you will see now here the spices here. Let's say you say get started. Check this is here. No, so this is here the direct purchase, so it would look like this. But also I will be leaving, if you want to purchase directly, you can do that. But I will be leaving also an option in the description with a 14 days trial. After the trial, then you can purchase with one of these 3 options, or you can just cancel your subscriptions. I have done this earlier, as I have just wanted to try the software. So I have just registered for a trial period, and after the trial period, I just went to the support and informed them that I don't want to continue my membership, and they just canceled for me actually the next day. So that is actually easy, no problem. Only once I needed actually to set up a webinar for my business. I have registered again with them because my experience with them was very positive. So just now to wrap up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I will be sharing with you the link, but this is the way how you do it. If you go to the price plans and pricing page, and you just let us just replicate this process here. So let's go first of all here to the sales page. Okay, so now this is the sales page, and the link which you will find in the description below my video here. If you go to plans and pricing, and you don't sign up, you just try to exit. Yeah. maybe because I have done it once, it's not happening again. So let me check again. Yeah, so here, if you do that, you will get also that option to have the webinar for $1. But I will make the whole process easier to you. So I will be just putting the link for the 14 days trial in the description below, so that you can have access directly. If that doesn't work, now you have seen how it is done and how you can get it directly from the sales page, which is the link also in the description below. Now let us now wrap up now. So the key benefits here of Everwebinar: it is on-demand webinars. Everything happens in your browser, so there are no downloads. You will have free training, and you have a community to join in an exclusive Facebook community of over 35,000 members. And you have unlimited support. And I want just to repeat again very fast the bonuses here. The first course of 10 ways to drive organic traffic to your webinars. The second course here will teach you how to maximize the benefits of paid ads to drive also paid traffic to your webinars. The third bonus here, it will teach you all the secrets you want to know about email marketing to nurture and entertain your mailing list, which you will be building from Everwebinar. The fourth bonus here, you will be having 2,500 email swipes, which gives you ideas about what to write to your email list. The fifth bonus here, it's a blueprint about a $4 million webinar, best practices report. And the sixth bonus is 40 ways to fill a webinar. So exactly what to do to convince people to come and watch your webinar. The seventh bonus here, these are 12 webinar secrets which optimize your webinar. And the eighth bonus here, a report about 17 ways to increase webinar convergence, so that to convince people at the end of your webinar to take action and do whatever you want them to do to purchase your product or service or whatever the call to action which you are putting at the end of the webinar. The ninth bonus here is actually sample. This is a cheat sheet with sample webinar marketing plan, how to set that up. And the 10th and last bonus, so you will be getting here a worksheet with for webinar starter blueprint, fill in the blank template. I hope that my review was beneficial for you, and I managed to help you actually have better understanding about the value and the positioning of webinars in the marketing cycle, and also how to use Everwebinar. So in case that is the case, I would appreciate if you can like and share my webinar, my review, sorry. And if you can subscribe to my channel, I do regularly reviews of different products. And also I will be sharing some value content, teaching people, my community, my fans, about what are the best practices of internet marketing. And if you have any comments and questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. In the description below this video, you will have all my contacts. Also, you can leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will be responding to you with my best knowledge and information as soon as possible. Having said that, I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch my review, and see you next time.